My next guest is a true superstar and a real favorite of mine. She has 7 Grammys, 9 Billboard Music Awards, 7 American Music Awards, just to name a few. She is also a television executive producer, a film and theater actor, and a successful author. I'm talking about the incomparable and incredibly talented Toni Braxton. Now,
I'm great. How are you?
So good to see you. Now, to look at Toni, no one would ever guess that she suffers from a disease that also affects more than 1 million people in the United States. Toni Braxton has lupus, an autoimmune disease that she says affects her every single day, but she does her best not to let it interrupt her very busy life. And that includes her latest project starring in a holiday movie called Every Day is Christmas. It premieres on the Lifetime channel November 24th. Now, we caught up with Toni at a photo shoot for her movie. Take a look.
People don't understand lupus, and it's because we hide it. I was diagnosed with lupus in 2008. Some days it's tough balancing everything. Or even a day like today where it was a photo shoot and a couple interviews. It's a constant roller coaster. Lupus is very hard to pinpoint. I was on Broadway in 2003 doing Aida. And one day backstage I passed out. And they told me I had something that attacks the heart. I'm doing a show, I'm Toni Braxton, I don't get sick. I remember being shamed for having it once I was diagnosed because someone in the business told me you can't tell anyone you have lupus, you will never be able to work again. The one thing about having lupus is having to fake like I feel great when I feel horrible. When I don't feel well and it's tough to get through the show, it's a lot of, you sing! And that's kind of a little giveaway that I'm not having my best evening. My favorite thing in the world to do is to sing, is to perform. I love it. All day long, stupid lupus can pick on me, but it will never waver me, and I will never stop.
Well, joining Toni and me is Pfizer's Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Freda Lewis-Hall. So welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
Toni, I thank you so much for being here. Once you were diagnosed, how did you handle it?
I was depressed initially. I was in the process of getting my record deal, and that made me more depressed, having to suppress it.
How did it affect you?
People often ask me, how does it feel to have lupus? For me, it feels like I have the flu every day.
Dr. Freda, I know lupus is an autoimmune disease, but what does it actually do?
So if you think about a healthy immune system, what it does is to attack invaders, right? Like bacteria and viruses that get into your body to make you sick. But if you have lupus, your immune system is attacking your healthy cells and tissues. And this can lead to damage in so many parts of the body, including the lungs, the kidneys, the skin, the joints, the blood vessels, the brain, and as in Toni's case, the heart.
Is this a anybody, anytime sort of thing?
We don't know what causes lupus, but what we do know is that it mostly affects women of childbearing age. Now, it can affect men and children, teenagers. Now, people who develop it usually develop it between the ages of 15 and 44. Women of color, 2 to 3 times more likely to develop it.
Wow.
And African American women are more likely to develop it earlier in their lives and to have more symptoms.
Now, Toni, you mentioned sometimes having bad days.
On a bad day, it's very difficult to get out the bed. Sometimes I go to the hospital and no one knows I'm there for a day or two.
Dr. Freda, what are the symptoms that people have just day to day?
There's so many different symptoms that sometimes people go to the doctor for years before they get a definitive diagnosis. But some of the common symptoms include extreme fatigue, headaches, pain and swelling in the joints, pain in the chest with deep breathing. And sometimes people get foam or blood in their urine, different kinds of rashes that worsen with sun exposure.
Wow.
Now, put a more extensive list of symptoms of lupus on gethealthystayhealthy.com. Lupus cases can be mild to life-threatening. So this can be a serious disease. And it's important to talk to your doctor if you notice that you have any of these symptoms.
Absolutely.
And if someone thinks they have lupus or already have been diagnosed with lupus, are there ways to manage it?
Really know your body and keep track of new symptoms, of flares. Learn as much as you can about treatment options. Understand what the possible side effects are, for example, so that you and your doctor can work together to manage your treatment plan. Develop a support network. Family, friends, community groups. Let me just say thank you for being here to tell your story, because I am sure that many people are going to be helped by the message that you've provided today. If you have it, talk to your doctor about the possibility of participating in a clinical trial so that we can help researchers come up with new and better treatments.
I mean, I cannot believe the courage that you've shown doing this, so God bless you for the strength of doing it. Look, if you or someone you know has lupus, you can be part of the research that's going on. At gethealthystayhealthy.com, you can find information on clinical trials as well as more information on this disease. Thank you for being here and doing it. I want to thank all of my guests today, especially Toni Braxton, yes, and to Dr. Freda, as always, thank you for being here.